Greetings, friends. I hope you've been enjoying our homily series on Don't Believe Everything You Think. We are now on the fifth and final homily in this series. We started out rethinking our choices, and then we went into the meeting of the minds, God's mind and our mind. And from there, we had the imperative, change your mind. And last week, we left you with something to think about. And this week, you are what you think. Now, we are presented this week with a parable that has some big problems with it. It's the parable of the king who invites his servants to a royal wedding. Think about it. What would you do if an ambassador from the British embassy came knocking on your door, hand delivers you an invitation to a royal wedding in Windsor Castle? Can you think what that would be like? I mean, you would have to rent a Bentley or a Silver Ghost or whatever they drive over there in England. You know, you'd roll up to the front gates. You would then be called out in a proper British fashion, the Mr. Wargle family. And then we would be ushered in, and then there would be St. George's Chapel, this 13th century Gothic marvel, with all the history that's in it, and the dining room with all the plates set just right, every fork and chairs and all that sort of stuff. What would you do if you're invited to something like that? Would you say no? I mean, you'd have to be hopelessly leftist Fabian to say no. Of course you wouldn't say no. But in this parable, everyone is excusing themselves for rather mundane reasons of not coming to the banquet. Why is that? That's a real problem to consider, isn't it? And then, once in the wedding, we see this guy who's not dressed for the occasion. And so the king comes up to him and says, "My friend, you're not dressed for the occasion." And he throws him out into outer darkness. The poor duffer, he just wasn't wearing the right clothes. That's outrageous. What is Jesus trying to tell us in all this? Well, I need you to help me think this week in preparation for Sunday. Come prepared and come thinking about these problems that are presented to us this week. Now, one thing I'd like to talk to you about is that we are starting a fun drive here at the church called Our Path Forward. And you'll be getting a letter real soon this week, and or within the coming weeks. And we really need to have your support at this critical time during COVID to help us offset our budget deficit. And so I would have you prepare in your mind and heart what you might be able to give to St. Joseph so that we can fulfill our mission of being missionary disciples. God bless you.